Alright, today's episode is about sound deadening. I'm going to try and get the roof done today at least. I've got enough here to do the roof. All the firewall, rear wall, floors, and hopefully trans-tunnel and get the doors done. Got the stage 2 as well, just with the insta layer to try and stop the heat coming through from the roof. Obviously, small old car, heat penetrates quite easy, so trying to make it a little bit more comfortable for myself. So we can enjoy the car, not overheat every time we drive it. I really haven't had much chance to get much done lately, but I've put a new steering wheel, some door mirrors, just been going over some basic wiring, got the wipers working, but yeah, it's been a bit hard to get stuck into it lately with a newborn and a 3-year-old and started a new job. So just trying to make the most of family time really at the moment. But hopefully today we can get stuck into it and get some stuff done. Rip in. I've also just got to finish running some wiring for the roof light up the top here. I'll give you a look. Alright, so there's no actual interior light fitted at the moment, but I've traced it around and found the original wires are here for it. I'm assuming that's what the wires are for. So what I've done is got a bit of fencing wire. I've run it through this little channel here so I can pull some wires back through. I'll just have to solder some new wires into here and then pull it back through. And then I'll leave an excess here so when I do the sound deadening and hood liner, I can just poke a hole and pull the cables back through, and then we can mount up a little light here when I pick one up. If anyone's got any recommendations for a good one, let us know. Alright, let's just hook up some new cables first. Tape here. Wire stripper. So you probably couldn't really see when I pulled it through, but that's where they came out up here. And I've just tied them up and poked them back in so they can stay there for now. And when we get the hood liner on, we can poke a hole and pull them through the hood liner and leave them there for an interior light when we source one. Alright, so I've just got a little decibel app on my phone. Let's see if we can see what the roof is. Like at the moment, just talking, it's like hovering around 70. So let's give it a bang. Well, that's jumping up to 80 now. But maximum reading there, 86.3. It's holding at an average of 73.3. So let's put some sound deadening on the roof and the insulator, and then we'll retest that and see how it looks. Alright, that's stage 1 done. It's all taped up and sealed. Definitely a bit of a sound difference there. Kind of annoyed. I was trying to get it right down in that gap, but it just kept sticking as I was trying to push it in, so I had to give up on it and pull it back out. But I reckon that's going to make a big difference to the sound. We'll get the decibel meter back out and see how we go. So before the max was like 86, now maximum there's 78, so it's taken a little bit out, but it definitely sounds a lot better. Not as echoey in here. Let's see, 78.4, average of 68, whereas that was average of 76 before with a high of 86. So it's definitely knocked nearly 10 decibels out of it. We'll see how we go after stage 2. Stage 2 is like a 6mm thick carpet, and it's a bit pretty tricky to get in. It's actually a bit bigger than what the roof of the car is, so I might have to try and trim it to size and slide it in. This is not really going to go in that gap up there anymore. The actual butyl matting's gotten in there. It's taken up a fair chunk of the gap, so might have to measure it out and see how we go. So I just laid that over the roof and tried to trim it to size. We'll see how it slides in there. Close just. Man, I just trim it back here. I'm just trying to get it to go in and stick at the same time. And then I might be able to just stuff a little bit in those corners. rod. Roll this on, trim it off. Let's see if we can squeeze more into those extra parts.
Special on the way. I'm on that midday hustle and I'm hitting my stride. Clock ticking, never missing, no reason to hide. City passing while I'm moving and I'm taking it in. Hitting every door, crashing and I'm wearing a grin. Through those alleyways, tucking, navigating the wake. Every package is a hustle, I'm wide in the wake. No slowing, improving, baking these cakes moving. Through with the take, ooh, with the thrill I create. Damn, it's a plan, no overstand, I'm free in my zone. Drop hit, pick it up, lose full control. Don't mind if I splash.
Checking my phone again. We're at maximum of 73 now, 75. Back up to 76. So I don't know how much sound deadening that does, but it definitely feels a bit nicer, a bit more solid. We'll see how it goes with heat, I guess. See what happens. This is the wood line back here. It's got these metal bars that clip into place to hold it in. And I think the rest of it's still got to be trimmed out to suit. Such a small car to work on and try and film on. Hopefully you can see it alright in this. I've brought some Selly's quick grip spray adhesive. Might try and spray that on there and see if it'll stick in place, poke some holes in and hold the sun visor in. Make sure it's around the right way. Get that in. Hopefully that'll help hold it in place a bit. See what happens. Just try it a little bit first and go from there. Camera's almost out of battery, but I'll just try and get this side in. Okay. Finish it off camera, I think. It's a bit saggy in places. Camera's about to die. I'll turn it off, get it charged up and check back in when I'm finished. Alright, I've been editing this one. Feels like it's starting to drag out a little bit, so I'm going to split it into two parts. One part being the roof liner, which we've just done. The second part will be the rest of the car.
I'm starting to get pretty happy with how it's all coming out. The hood liner didn't quite work. I got some parts good, but other parts aren't great. But saying that, it's not a show car, so it's just something I want to enjoy. Not getting it perfect gives me an opportunity to come back and redo it later on and try again and hopefully get it right. I'm looking forward to just driving it around really, so we'll have a look at it. We'll see you in the next one. Also, just let me know, do you want something longer or something shorter? Yeah, we'll just go from here, see what happens, hey?